So once you get into the spaceship thing on Myst Island and solve the sound puzzle, you can click the book to be transported to a new island, a new age, the Selenitic age. If you haven't watched my part 1 video about getting to the Selenitic age, you should check it out. The name of this age is strange and hard to pronounce. I don't know if I'm even pronouncing it correctly. It could be a reference to selenite, some kind of glassy mineral, but I don't know why. It's a beautiful age though, probably one of my favorites, and very sound oriented. This makes sense considering you had to figure out the notes to get here in the first place. And look here, the first puzzle you encounter seems to be very similar to the piano puzzle from before. So to figure out the slider sound puzzle that will probably open the mysterious door, we'll have to explore the rest of the island. Exploring brings us first to this little place. A strange symbol, a red button which doesn't seem to do anything, but maybe it does. And a microphone. Also the sound of running water. Exploring further, we find another place similar to the one before. Different symbol, same red button. Click, click. Does this do anything? Same microphone, and a rumbling sound. Another station. Here we have a broken clock, a new symbol, and a ticking clock sound in the background. This station is a windy looking symbol and has a windy sound about it. Now, looky here, something a little different. A mysterious tunnel. A light switch. That's helpful. I guess we'll head into the sewers and see where it leads. Out the other side, we find another station of some sort, but this is considerably different. A screen, which you can move with arrow buttons, seems to be a view of the surroundings here on the island. A number and buttons that correspond to the symbols we've seen earlier. We'll get to you later. It was clear to me that the symbols and sounds would be the key here, though I hadn't figured out just what to do with them right away, so I walked around the island thinking about it a bit. I found another microphone station, and look, a red page. That might be useful. The sound here is a weird one, seems unnatural, and the symbol is some kind of crystal, I guess. So 5 stations, 5 symbols, 5 environmental sounds. I made sure all the red buttons were on, and then set to work trying to figure out this control station thing. As I move the camera, it seems I can hear unique sounds when I'm lined up properly. Now it's starting to come together. Each of the symbol buttons is like a preset radio station. I just need to tune them to their respective sound locations. Now, when I hit this big bottom button, it plays each sound one after another. Is that the order of the sound combination? Let's find out. Aside from our 5 known sounds, there are some extra dummy sounds thrown in to make it harder to guess the right combination. Once you move each slider to the right sound in the order from the control center thing, hit the button, weird crystals, running water, wind, rumbling, and a clock. Voila! Now this part threw me for a loop. Maybe more than one. You get into a little submarine kind of thing and can move it back or forward, or turn it to change directions. From a previous run-through, I managed to document the right way out, so in this video it looks easy enough. You might also see that this is where I transitioned from original Myst to real Myst. See my video on the difference between them. My first go at this subterranean maze was ridiculous though. I probably spent over 2 hours exploring this maze and mapping it out, as you can see here in my notes. Now there was probably an easier way, having to do with the sounds you hear upon arriving in a room with each step through the maze. More on that in a future video perhaps. However, if you don't know what the sounds mean, you can apparently map out the maze through trial and error. That's what I did, see? It was a pain, but I plotted my way to the exit. Once you get to the end of the maze, you find a book which teleports you back to the library on Myst Island. I brought back my first red page. That red guy will be happy about that. Oh, and here's a blue page hanging out by the running water at the first station. Completely missed it the first time around. Grab the blue page and run through the maze again to bring it back to the blue guy. Dabba-dee-dabba-die.
You've returned.
And that's it for the Selenitic age. Please subscribe and check out my other gaming-related videos, including more about Myst.